All right, everybody. I'm up here at Indiana with Mr. Dirt Perfect himself. Sorry about the wind. It's a little breezy up here on this hill. I don't know where it's coming from. So what do we got here, Mr. Mike?
So this is the Case DL550 Minotaur. So I don't want to go into a whole bunch of details, but the new 620 they come out with, this is the bulldozer version. So pretty much same engine, same running gear, same everything. It's just got a different undercarriage on it. This thing's actually meant to have a dozer blade on it. So if you hop in here in a little bit, you'll see the controls are a little bit different. But neighbor, I guess you can say the neighbor, it's not longer away. He was nice enough to let us use his Fecon head. And this is kind of a little bit of an R&D project here. So we're kind of helping Case get this thing tuned into his head a little bit. I'm curious to what you think. I don't think we got the full potential out of the machine yet. I know you played on it a little bit, but we just had a meeting with the engineers and they're working. You're cold.
I'm freezing, man.
It's not cold over here. But it's still, man, this thing in the dirt is crazy.
If you guys haven't seen, obviously he's got all kinds of, well, you don't have that many. Everybody else has.
I've got 3 of them.
Okay.
There's over 10 more coming.
Okay, all right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yep.
But I know, man. This is the 4th machine ever to come down the line. It's the 13th one ever built, and it's still a new product. They got a lot of things right on it, and they're still tweaking on a few things. But they are fully committed to making this thing what it needs to be. So.
I actually drove this machine before he drove it
in
Louisville.
Yeah,
at the Case booth.
It's out in the wild now.
Yeah, real world. Real world. So. Let her run.
But you know, I will say this: as much as I've been impressed with the machine, the working with Case has been awesome too. They haven't shied away from some of the issues we're having with it. They're committed to getting it fixed. I'm gonna let you make your own opinion. I don't think it's gonna quite keep up with the ASV the way it's set right now, but hopefully if you come back in a month or so, it's a different song.
Yeah.
You cannot be here without getting in a truck.
So he asked me to come up, you know, run it and see what my thoughts were, and okay, this is the second time the engineers have been out, right?
So we put this head on there and went out to do some right-of-way work. If you guys watch my channel, I got a guy renting my lot that doing all the utility right-of-ways here, and he's running a bunch of 870s, and we thought we were just going to go up there and tear it up. And we didn't quite see that, so I gave the engineers a bunch of feedback. They gave us a whole bunch of stuff to try, which we did this morning, and we're still not where we want to be. We know the machine's got more. We just want to be methodical in how we go about getting there so we don't blow up a pump. I mean, these machines are expensive. The heads are expensive.
Yep. And it's not his. It's not yours.
And it's not mine. And Case don't want to screw up Fecon's head. Fecon don't want to screw up Case's machine. So everybody's got to play nice.
Yep.
And they done baseline testing. They got all the information they need. We just got to get her zoned in. So
we thought we would have a solution today. We thought we did, but we don't. But but they're at the next step.
To stop us from trying.
That's right. That's right. So we'll check out the cutter head here. We got the bullhog style Fecon. Obviously, it does have the FGT drum on it with carbide tip. This is the dual carbide tip right there. Whew, man, I'm chilly. Sorry. This is good thing.
This one has the steel tracks on it.
Yep, steel track. Looks like
comes with right now it comes with 3 different options. You can get the steel single grouser. They have the steel triple grouser, which is like an excavator. And
that's a wider pad too, isn't it?
And then you get the rubber tracks, and they all come in either 12 or 18 inch. These
okay.
are 12 inch.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can get wider to get better flotation. I know we were down in the mud here a little bit. We didn't get stuck. We were running south, but it did climb out.
We did get it out. I was a little worried, not gonna lie. How many horsepower the machine?
So this in ISO mode, which is CTL mode, is 114 engine horsepower. Supposedly it's 98 hydraulic horsepower. Okay. Which is, man, we could go into a whole conversation about pressures, flows, and all this stuff. But we're not getting it now. Yeah. We'll get it at some point. But like I said, the 620s have a different undercarriage for the C-frame. They don't have the ripper on the back. So if you guys, and the 620s will do 8.5 mile an hour. This will only do 6. Okay. It's technically a bulldozer. But reversing fan, yeah, One other thing different inside, you probably noticed, is it has the
like a dozer controls. Yeah.
They're not joystick controls. It's a true dozer.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Case's push on this is it's a dozer first, CTL second.
Okay.
Which I can't say they're wrong, but it's still also a CTL.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The weight on it.
So this machine with the blade on it is about 18.5. We just had this conversation at lunch. You take the blade off, put a bucket on it. I think it's around 17.5.
Okay.
It's a heavy girl.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a heavy girl.
Yep.
The 620s, they are right at 16.
Okay. And we're putting out, I think you said 38 or 41 gallons per minute to the head.
So this has got 2 different high flow settings. In standard high flow, we're putting out 36 gallons per minute at 3,600 psi. When we go to the EFS high flow, which is the next level up, it's 41 gallons per minute at 4,100 psi.
Got it. Okay.
And that's all. Both of those are fully programmable in the monitor, so you should be able to tune it in where you need it. So.
All right. Well, we're gonna hop in and I spent a few minutes here just trying it out, and then we're gonna run up into this brush right here. I mean, we're not like doing a job. We're playing. We're playing.
This is our test track for today.
Yeah.
We had, like I said, had engineering down here and trying to get some stuff figured out. This is just we had a good mix of material here to mulch.
Yep,
so that's
for sure. All right, well, let's get her fired up here. I'll show everybody the cab, and then we'll let Mike get some video from the outside for us. They did get it dirty.
Like I said, it's not show quality new no more. We got her broke in.
Anything? I don't know. Should I show them anything special with the cab?
The biggest thing is the controls.
Okay.
And they lock forward.
Okay.
Like a dozer mode.
Yep.
The other thing is, and you guys aren't going to be running in dozer mode, but this little switch right here is magic. So you got ISO and dozer.
Okay.
So whenever you go to dozer mode, it remaps all your hydraulics and changes all your buttons, all your controls and everything to be like a true dozer.
Okay.
It also takes down to 85 engine horsepower instead of 114.
You don't need that.
But you can bump that back up if you want to, and all that information's in the monitor up there. But other than that, it's pretty much a standard deal. You know, like simple things like you go to dozer mode, your accelerator becomes a deaccelerator.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is your angle instead of your auxiliary hydraulics.
It's pretty cool.
A bunch of different random stuff like that. So
here's kind of looking out of the cab here, looking out of the back.
It's not bad on visibility except out the rear. It does have the rear view camera on it, and
I like the big screen, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's kind of mounted out of the way too. It don't really. Sometimes that screen hurts visibility. That one is kind of nicely tucked out.
Yep. All right, let's get her fired up here.
Let her rip, Peter Jim.
If I remember right, you'll have to reset.
So one comment I get on camera all the time is how noisy the cab is.
Okay.
And I ain't saying it's a quiet cab, but I don't find it to be a whole lot worse than any of the other ones. For some reason, the camera picks up the just perfect harmonics in this particular cab.
Okay.
I think it has more to do with the hydraulic reversible fan than it does the drives.
It's quieter than mine.
Okay, so that's, I mean, it's way quieter than my 240, but it's an older machine, but it's very similar to other ones I've been into.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's, from the little bit that I ran it, it was definitely quieter than mine. Yeah. So, especially when you're mulching. All right, let's see if we can't figure this thing out again. I might have to get some help here. But, so pretty standard, you know, throttle here, push to operate. So, this is, you know, raise and lower, and like he was saying, this is your forward and back, but you can lock it forward like that, and you're gonna track forward. So, set your high flow. Let's see, I think you hit this down. So that engages it. This is a different screen. I'm lost.
Yep, so whenever you push that button down, okay, there's going to be a little bitty lock. Go ahead and push the button down. You have the bottom change.
There it is.
Right next to the house. You push that down and it'll lock it in.
Got it. Perfect.
And I think you got to hold it down for 3 seconds and you're good to go.
Got it. All right, I'm going to pass the camera off to you. Let you get from the outside there.
thought the mulching expert. That's you. What do you think?
I mean, for not having 100% of, you know, capacity and flow that it needs, you know, it did great. One thing that really, even when I drove it at the show, I feel like, I don't know, maybe you can help me out with this a little bit, is the undercarriage just feels so light. You're turning, you're moving.
It scoots effortlessly.
Yeah, it's like you're not even, like on even my ASV or whatever, if you go to turn or like into a hill or something like that, you'll get a bog or, you know, it'll slow down the machine. It turns and maneuvers effortlessly.
That Kubota I had was like that. It was like every time you went to turn, you lost 50 horsepower.
Yeah. I mean, that is something I noticed right away. It's like, it just...
So what's your thoughts on the balance? And what's this head weigh, 2,500 pounds?
Yeah, somewhere right around there, 23 to 25, I believe.
So how does it feel as far as balance is? With a dirt bucket on this machine, it seems pretty good. I know it's actually built for the blade, but as a dirt machine, it seems balanced pretty well. As far as the mulching end,
I think it's balanced really well. A lot of guys like to go up to a tree, and it's called pawing, where they start at the top and come down at the bottom. I think it's kind of actually a slower method of it. I start at the bottom of the tree just like I did that one. Start at the bottom. There's no point of raising it up and coming down on it when it's going to end up on the ground. And just keep your head, it's just less moving up and down with the machine. So I don't really do a lot of that raise and lowering. That's what, you know, gets your tipping and rocking.
I think the reason, and I could be wrong, I guess it depends on the application a little bit too. I know like Jamie in the right-of-ways, they do a lot of that, is they have to control the top away from the wires.
Right, yeah.
But out here in the open, I guess
you can still do the same thing with the push bar. You know, you can grind a little bit. You don't have to grind all the way through the tree. You can grind a little bit.
Then just kind of hook it and get it over.
And push it, just like you were to chainsaw a tree.
Gotcha.
It's just kind of a way that I've done it. I've heard of guys who have called me in the past, and I've heard of sticks coming up in between the glass.
Really?
Here, one guy got speared through the leg by a 4-inch log. I've heard of the glass failing, like it's supposed to be bulletproof or whatever, and it's man-made. It could still break. You know, I've heard of the hinges breaking. Something hits so hard it'll break the hinges, and guys end up with debris on them. You know, stitches and all kinds of stuff. And it's just, for me, it was one of those things. When the guys are with me or whoever's running my equipment, if it all else can avoid it, you know, every now and then you have to do it. But if just keep the head close to the ground, like the big high horsepower machines, they actually don't raise up because they don't need to. You know, they just they only come up and they curl basically. They'll go up about 6-8 inches and then they curl. That's all they need to do. And that's my preference. But
yeah, well, you know, the other thing to point out is what you're mulching here and what you mulch back home. I know they're both trees, but that don't mean they're the same.
Very similar. We have very similar. You have a little bit more locusts that I see here. You know, we have some. I think it looks very similar. Yeah.
And every, like you said, to your point, everybody's got their own techniques and everything that work pretty good. I, on the other hand, is the first one to say that I know nothing about mulching. I know that is red and that's a Case machine, and that's about the end of my expertise. So I got to lean on you guys and a few others to kind of fill me in. You've seen how we run and burn around here.
Oh yeah. You know, you'd have the 850 in here if you were to clear this.
You just be in my way, John.
Oh,
you just be in my way. But if you were just wanting to brush all this off every couple of years, this would probably be quicker. It'd take longer to do it the first time, it'd be easier to maintain after that. So these things definitely got their place. So we got to halfway push our limits here, John.
What?
Halfway push our limits.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's find a decent tree and make it disappear.
All right. Maybe we'll go for that one.
Are you afraid of the one behind you?
It's a pretty big tree. I mean,
come on, John. See, what we need to do here is we need to get cleaned out around it first, so we can get a good visual on this. And then it either does or it don't.
All right.
Now, if you wear it, I'm gonna make sure the recorder button's flashing. I can't let you off easy. We gotta push the limits. may have showed some of the weaknesses we got going on with the machine, but we did get her down.
Yeah, got her down. And so what they figured out is whenever you get a stall like that, there's actually no flow going. It's something with a relief. Right. So it should have been powering through that.
So basically what we got going on, I'm not going to talk engineer mumble jumble here, but instead of the pump kicking up, it's actually kicking out.
Yes, yeah.
It's basically the best way I know to explain it. So
we're not damaging the machine by...
No, it's all electronic stuff, possibly a software issue, but we had to take advantage of you being here. We just can't let the machine not run.
That's right, that's right. Let me get a few shots inside the cab here. I'll run over some of this whole stuff.
Absolutely.
And then I think we're good. The heat is nice. It's real nice in here.
I'm not here. I'm not freezing. I'm going to lay my sweatshirt on.
Shot inside the cab. The cab is nice. It's a nice cab. I like the cab, but you know, that's a pretty typical brush size stuff we'd be mulching up on a daily basis here. You know, the one thing that is different about this than mine too is we are running carbide. Carbide doesn't cut as fast as knives do either. You can just see by the size of the chip that we produced as well. I was a little concerned about it being really rough in the cab, like being on the steel track. I thought it'd be a lot more, what's the word? You know, not as smooth. But it's pretty smooth. I like it. Well, thank you, Mr. Dirt Perfect, for letting me come up and
thank Case and Jamie with Hoffman Street Service for letting us use his head.
Yeah, well, thank you, Case and everybody, and Jamie.
You're welcome here anytime.
But one thing we were just talking about, it is not the forestry package. Case does offer a forestry package, guard covering, headache rack, a different plate in the back. So there is a forestry kit, just like Caterpillar, Bobcat, John Deere.
So I got one question for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Whenever you come to visit next time, you want the 850J or the DL550?
I like that 850.
I do too.
I mean,
this may look a little nicer with some chips, but the 850J is a whole lot more fun.
Yeah. We're talking about the dozer. The dozer. Yeah. So,
but like I said, this has got its place. The 850J can't go everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can. But
it can. It may just not be welcome everywhere.
Yeah. No, I definitely enjoy driving a dozer, and I love mulching. You know, that's part of it. You know, love doing a little bit of everything. But yeah, thanks again, and thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned to Mike's channel for you'll have some mulching.
So I'll have mulching. We're gonna most likely, if we get this machine lined out, put a disc mulcher on it.
Okay.
We got a lot of stuff with the dozer blade, a lot of stuff with the loader. I've ran my ruckus rake on it. I mean, Case told me to put it through the test, and
he's doing it.
Got everything but put wings on it and take off flying. We're putting it through the test. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, and thanks for watching. Have a good one, y'all.